Hello guys, how are you? Please like and subscribe my channel. Now I start my speech. My dear friends, you may be having a strong desire to score high in your examinations, become a good player in the game of your choice, and succeed in the profession you join later in your life. How to fulfill these desires? This is what I propose to discuss with you. How do you succeed? To ensure success, the first step is to be very clear in your mind about what you want, your objective. Then you must have a plan and strategies to achieve your objective. Your sincere efforts will lead you to your targets. Our forefathers were very wise. They had designed certain systems working on which we could walk safely on the pathway to success. If a certain path was not the correct path for us, we would not feel like going that way. Let us first understand the deep meanings behind these old and time tested systems and how they are useful. How do we make things worthy for us? Let us think of wheat as it grows in the field. Could anybody eat it? The grains are separated from the stalk and the covering and cleaning before wheat is taken to the market. In this process, everything that is not worth eating is taken away. This process ensures that all the deficiencies are removed and it is known as dos marjana. We yet we cannot eat the grains as purchased from the market. So after further cleaning the grains, these are put into the grinding machine and reduced to powder. This wheat atta is then processed through various stages to prepare a chapati or roti, putting it through the fire. Then wheat is processed to achieve specific specialties to make it worth eating. This process is known as Atisayadhan. Every after this we have to add dal, vegetables, salads, chutney etc. and the roti becomes more tasteful. This is known as Hinang Puri. Hinang Purti. How is improved brought about? Through the three measures, those Marjana, Atisayadhan and Hinang Purti, wheat become fit for us. These days, every item of consumption is being improved. We want to spend money on things which are really good. This improvement is, in other words, imparting sanskar. Sanskar was imparted to wheat to make it fit for and enjoyable in eating. Should human being not be improved or imparted sanskar? Young friend, I hope you understand the principle that just an anything of consumption needs improvements. We also need improvements or sanskars to make ourselves fit and useful. After your birth, some sanskars were imparted to you. For example, You were given a name, Namkaran. You were initiated into taking foods other than your mother's milk, Annaprashan. The hairs on your head were removed, Mundan. You started reading and writing, Vidyarambha. After this, the reform or sanskar need is Upanayan or Yoga Pavitra. Let us consider what is Yoga Pavitra, why is it necessary, how does it benefit you, what is the scientific base behind this. Let us discuss how it initiates you in the preparation for your life, further life. If you understand these small secrets, you may derive benefits out of the various systems we will discuss. Let us first understand what is the all powerful Shakti which sustains the entire universe and from which we get our light. The Almighty Ishwar. Have you ever applied your mind to the mysterious of the universe? How does the nature follow a definite system? The morning follows the night, the sun spreads light, the moon shines at night, the weather changes. You know how the moon rotates around the earth. The moon and the earth both moves around the sun. There are several solar systems. All the solar systems together derive their lights and strength from the powerful star which emits endless light and it known as Brahma. Brahma along with all the solar systems get their light from the Mahasurya, the all powerful light who is the light of all lights, the one who gives light and sustains all creations. The Jyoti, which reaches all the corners of the universe and sustains everything in nature. Ishwar is the almighty power. It is so difficult to visualize or explain the almighty Ishwar to a common person. His swarup, shape, or his attributes are very difficult to be explained or understood. Hence, we try to give a shape to his various attributes and give each a name. Brahma is the power which creates, Vishnu the power which protects, and Shiva the power which destroys. Each element or attribute is considered as a devata and is respected and worshipped. For example, Agni, fire, Vayu, air, Surya, sun, Chandra, moon, etc. Saraswati is the goddess Devi of learning and intelligence, Lakshmi of wealth, and Durga is the destroyer of evils. The Almighty Paramatma. The entire universe is part of the Almighty. The Paramatma, we believe that the Atma is part of the Paramatma. We get our light or knowledge from the Supreme Light. Now, could it be possible that we get much more strength from that supreme power? How useful it would be to us. It appears possible if we could devise some systems to reach nearer to the power or attract the all powerful light towards us. We could certainly initiate our practice in that direction through the Upnayan or Yoga Pavitra. Upnayan. Upa means near, Nayan means to carry. One way to reach nearer to the supreme light or knowledge is the Upnayan Sanskar or Yoga Pavitra. Let us try to understand how it is possible. What is Yoga Pavitra? Apparently, the Yoga Pavitra or Janeu is a mala made out of thread. In reality, it is symbolic thread which is very useful to put on. The Yoga Pavitra maps out the origin of the universe. The height of a man is usually 96 angles. When the uses these own angles as measure, three is separate threads 96 angles in length and put together and twisted as one thread. Three twisted threads prepared like this are then brought together and their ends and tied together in the special knot. This knot is Brahmagat, which symbolizes the entry of the Brahma in the formation. A knot used to be tied by the grandmother to make us remember some things. This Brahmagat reminds us to acquire the supreme knowledge in many measures. The religious certains of the Sufi sons. Many people tie a knot from a piece of thread. It is untied only when the desire is achieved. The three threads in the Yoga Pavitra symbol list Agni, fire, Jal, water, and Prithvi, earth. These elements come together to create. This thread is worn by placing it on the shoulders in a slanting manner. The reason being that the sun through whom Brahma is to be worshipped. How its position at 24 degrees north and south at the equator and is slanting. The thread is placed on the left shoulder because Ida is located in the left part. The Gayatri Mantra has 24 letters and the number of the Ved Samhitas is 4 multiplied. The feature is 96. The sacred thread of Yoga Pavitra motivates the desire to study and acquire higher knowledge. It also reminds us about West creation. How is the Yoga Pavitra useful to put on? In our body system, one nerve, nadi, travels from the right ear to the kidney, gurda. When the right ear is tightened by the thread, it leads to better efficiency of the kidney. It protects us from urinary diseases. It helps in the conversation of the various semen. The various processes associated with the Yoga Pavitra help in developing intelligence and memory. Since it is a very sacred thread, it is proper to place it on the sacred protein portion of the body above the neck and the time of going to toilet. The process of initiation at the time of Upnayan or the thread ceremony. You have to go through certain processes before the Yoga Pavitra is given. These processes are very scientific. The Acharya then initiate you and through this Diksha helps you to imbibe his own inner powers. You have to be in the learning process. It is therefore essential that your intelligence is sharpened and developed in a manner that the secrets of higher knowledge are properly received and appreciated. It is also essential that the power of your memory is developed so that you are able to retain the deep knowledge forever. This system is initiated through the Upnan Sanskara, the daily acharya practices, and its importance. We all want to progress in life but do not follow all the systems. There are certain achars practices which are parts of our daily life. If you understand the scientific base of these practices, you will derive maximum benefits out of them. This is a discipline which is better accepted on your own. Getting up early in the morning. The best is to get up before the sunrise. The time of around 2 hours before sunrise is known as Brahma Muhurta. During this period, the trees emit enough oxygen. Walking in fresh air and having contact with nature keeps your body healthy and you feel smart for the whole day. In Western countries, also, early to rise is believed to keep a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Paying respect to elders. Earth is our mother. Setting a foot and on earth is a compulsion, hence the first respect to Mother Earth. Paying respect to mother, father, and other elders and getting their blessings in the morning will enhance you. Toilet. The toilet should be kept very clean. After you have cleaned your bowels, wash the parts of your body properly. Coming out, clean our hands with soap at least 3 times, rubbing your fingers and their tips to ensure perfect cleanliness. Cleaning the teeth. It is not only the teeth but also the gums, the tongue, the palate, and other inner parts of the mouth and the throat, which all needs to be cleaned properly. First, you need to select a good powder or paste which contains all the needed ingredients. Generally, Ayurvedic preparations are better in quality and content. Do not be misguided by the ads on TV. Apply the powder or paste on your gums with your forefinger and gently rub it both outside and inside. Then clean your teeth. You may select a soft brush which does not hurt or enlarge the cavities between the teeth. Clean your tongue with a tongue cleaner. The brush made out of babool or neem sticks is quite soft and its juice helps in cleaning and also the strengthening process. These were used when the modern brush was not available and all still being used by a vast majority. Also clean your throat. Malish. The process of malish massage enabled cleaning the skin, nourishment of the body and bones and proper blood circulation, giving strength of the body, rubbing the body with your palm and radically malish with an oil are useful. Bath. The place where you take bath or the water used should be very clean. The water should not be very hot or very cold. First, apply water over your head. Ladies can apply water on face and shoulders. Applying water first on your feet or other longer parts of body will make the temperature and heat travel from these parts to your hand. It is not correct because your Brahmarandh, Brahmarandh and brain have to be protected. This is the reasons why a choti twirl of hair used to be kept on head even though the head was shaved clean. Mahatma Gandhi has written that he understood the basic of choti and Yugapatra from a scholar and then decided to put them on. Use proper soap for cleaning. Do not just throw water. Rub your body to clean. Then dry the body when with a clean gamcha or towel and put on washed clothes. Using loose clothing for the next activities will be useful. After bath, pranayam, some yoga. If you perform a brief activity after bath from a few minutes, it will be very useful. So much that you cannot imagine the wonderful results which will enrich your life. These are very scientific systems and even foreigners and doing some of these under the name yoga. These will give peace to your mind, strength to your body, and will lead to a practices in concentration. Although these will be helpful in your study, games, or any professional activities in further in future and will lead you on the pathway to success. The practices adopted in childhood last till advanced age and become part your daily life. You never become old. Asan. Do not sit in an open space to avoid excessive alteration from the solar atmosphere. Sit down on an asan, which should be a bad conductor, so that the earth does not unduly influence your body through its electricity. The best for this purpose is the asan made of bush grass or one made of woolen or silken material. The sitting posture will be best in Siddhasan or Padmasan. But till you learn it, sit with Palthi, your spinal cord erect and your neck also erect. Remember that the spine cord is the source of all your strength. Achmana. Achman is taking some water in the palm and sipping it. Water purifies, it gives strength to your pran. It pacifies the feeling and anger etc. Water also joins one activity with another. Sankalp. Sankalp is to resolve with a view to succeed in some activity. Some water is taken in the right hand and the sankalp is spoken uttering the name of God, specifying the place, year, season, month, date, day of week, own name, etc., and mentioning the purpose. Other process of sankalp. Marjan is the process of taking a mantra, snan by sprinkling water. Upasthan is the efforts to crave a position nearer to some element by reacting a mantra. If you find a position nearer to sun, you will derive more strength from sun. Aragya is offering water, taking it in your Anjali. It is also a manner of giving respect. Pranayam. Pranayam is a brief process, but it gives us benefits, which are so many and so varied. Just as we have the process of cleaning our other body, so we have this process to clean our inside. A healthy man takes 21,600 breathings in 24 hours. We spend more breaths when we run, when we are angry, etc. Pranayam help in recouping the excess use of the breath always building a reserve. It is useful in building up the pran shakti, cleaning of the inside air and taking an inner bath through the exercise. Pranayam leads to a better control over the breathing process, which means control over the pran shakti inside the body and getting some unusual powers. The practice ensures a healthy body, longer life, peace of mind, concentration, and energizing the kundalini. The various process of pranayam, when practiced properly, are useful in strengthening the body in many ways. If imparts energy, increases pitta, induces hunger, keeps the body in shape and beautiful, or purifies the blood and vidya. These processes are also useful in curing certain diseases relating a vat, cough, blood, skin integration, worms in the stomach, density, etc. Pranayam is thus an excellent process which gives yoga benefits and kindness the light of knowledge. It is a sure way to success. The process of pranayam includes Rechak, Purak, Kumbhadak, Kumbhak, and Bhastra pranayam. Rechak is taking the breath out and reducing its natural functioning process. Pudak is taking the breath inside and reducing its natural functioning process. Reducing both the process of taking the breath inside and outside and holding the prana as it were is kumbhak. The process of throwing out the breath is brastra. The preferring pranayam sit down in the posture explained earlier with spinal cord and neck erect. The direction of both the eyes together should be towards the frontal path of the nose. Put your right thumb on the right part of your nose to close the right nostril. Now inhale, breathe slowly through left nostril, partitioning Purak. After the process of slow inhaling in complete, close the left nostril also with a finger. Hold your breath comfortable till you can hold it naturally doing Kumbhak. Now take out the breath slowly through the right nostril after releasing your thumb, doing the recheck part. Next, the breath will be inhale through the same right nostril. In process should be practiced at least 3 times. Learn it from an expert. The duration of holding the breath will increase in course of time. The Gayatri Mantra. In the process of Diksha in Upnayan, it is the Gayatri Mantra which is given to the disciple by the Acharya. This mantra is a step of worship the sun. Buddhi, intelligence gets its light from the sun and therefore it is proper to reach nearer to the sun through this mantra. This mantra has a deep meaning and it is very sacred. You will derive maximum benefit from this mantra only when you repeat it with purity in proper manner. This leads to development of your inner strength and qualities of heart, head, and heart. 24 letters are so beautifully woven into this mantra that when pronounced from their respective places, such as tongue, throat, etc., they create a sentence in the nerve system and produce sound waves which inspire. The mantra helps in developing within us qualities of self control, humbleness, purity, delight, enthusiasm, hard work, sweetness, honesty, truthfulness, generosity, love, peace, service, etc. Continuous repetition of the mantra daily help in concentration. Gayatri. Gay means prana and Tri means one which protects. Gayatri Daj means one which protects, guides and leads to the salvation of the prana. Gayatri represents the main power of sun or Aditya and is very important as Shakti, the mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swah Tatsavituर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Broad meaning of Gayatri Mantra. We bring to our dhyan and think of that supreme light, Bharga, which is superior, and Savita, and which inspires our buddhi, intelligence. Savita is main source of the certain and has its position above the universe. Bhup, the antariksh above it, Bhuvana, and the Aditya Mandal above the Bhuva Swaha. You may try to visualize this. Bhuva is the universe before up linked to the earth. Bhuva is the antariksh about the Bhu. Swa is the Aditya Mandal above the Bhuva. The position of Savita, which is part of the Surya, sun, and the source of certain, is above Swa. Bharga has the position above the Savita and has been called as superior to Savita. Bharg is the Yugal Tattva of Agni and Som, the source of all creation. We cannot see Bharg with our eyes, and so we only bring Bharg to our dhyan and try to visualize it. This understanding will be beneficial for the dhyan. The buddhi for which we pray is not the commonplace buddhi which might help only in scoring the high in examinations or succeeding in various endeavors. These are simple things. We should attain the buddhi near that higher intelligence which lifts us over and above the mundane and takes us to heights so that the floodgates of knowledge open to us. We not only bring our own salvation but help others out. Dear friend, the Upnayan Sanskar opens us to you a pattern of life which leads you from strength to strength. Respect our parents and that the formal ceremony is held without wasting money on show or feasting etc. But do not wait for it. You may start practicing what we have discussed earlier except the Gayatri Mantra, which is very sacred and is to be given to you by the Acharya. Booklets on Sandhya have been published by the Gita Press Gorakhpur and Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Mumbai. Daily practices. Make the practice a part of your life. Do not make it a routine or ritual. There is difference between a routine and a practice of abhyas. Practice gives you joy. It takes you further. It increases your self-control. Impulse impose your own conditions and yourself. For example, you may decide that you will not take any food till you know you have performed your practices. This will make you follow your own rules in life. Foreigners are benefiting from these practices under the name of yoga, pranayam, hatha yoga, and concentration are very popular in the Western countries. Why cannot we use them and derive benefits? Your food, the water that we drink, sustains our pran, and the food that we eat sustains our mana. The main part of the food that remains in our body goes as a juice to our blood, flesh, marrow, bones, viri, and its ouch. What we eat, so we become. We should eat only fresh, tasteful, and easily digestible food. It should not be stale, stale with bad odor, degenerated, or leftover. We should avoid too many species. We also get some food through our five senses. We should not see, touch, smell, hear, or taste things which are not appropriate for us. You have to be very selective in seeing TV, films, etc., or hearing sounds or music. Select a day, weekly or fortnightly, on which you miss your morning breakfast and lunch. Take only water and liquids, and in the evening, take your normal food. This fasting will enable you having tre- tremendous control over yourself. Avoid taking food in the market to save your health. People fast on Ekadasi and Pradosh days. Ekadasi means 11, 10 senses and man, mind, mind have to be kept under control. Dear young friend, I have tried to place before you some scientific truths briefly. These can do wonders in your life. These small practices will develop within you big qualities as discussed earlier. The beginners has to be made by you. The decision has to be your own. Start as early as possible. Maybe certain concepts may not be very clear to you today or your age. You may discuss these later with some experts or write to me with best wishes and prayer for your success in life. Thank you.